Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Miracles with Mary. In this channel, we talk about mindset, miracles, and manifestations. So for this video, it's going to be about the law of attraction and focusing on this one thing to attract more money. And it is focusing on the presence of money instead of the absence of money. So it's presence versus absence that I'm going to be talking about. And I would see that whenever I focus on the presence of abundance or do techniques on manifesting more abundance, it proves to me that, because I get physical results from it and I get paid and I get more money, I get more clients from focusing on the presence. And when it's really easy to focus on the absence of something when you want or desire something to manifest in your life. But life as it is right now, it's not exactly how it looks. Like in the present, I don't see my friends, I don't see my family, they're not in front of me right now. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. And usually when people plan or create goals or create intentions, it usually will manifest in weeks from now, months from now, a year or two from now. So what you see in front of you is just, it's not all that there is. And so with presence, with the presence of money, I have 3 techniques I've been using so many times and that I've been teaching other business owners and entrepreneurs to do, and they get miraculous results. And so my mindset currently is I barely have thoughts of lack. And it's a lot of techniques to help me focus on my self-talk. And so I'm going to get into the 3 tips or techniques right now to help you focus on the presence of abundance or money. So my first tip is, if you have a jar or 2 or 3 with you, put cash in the jars and place it in different corners of your room. And so like when you wake up, you will see that there's money. Money is everywhere. Money is in all 4 corners of my room or all 4 corners of my house, and I always have money available to me. And so the first tip is seeing money or abundance into existence. And another way to see something into existence, I'll get symbols like plants. Like I've had a jade plant placed in my room. It's used to attract abundance or money. So anything that helps you see money, it's gonna help. Like it is everywhere. Actually, I'm coming up with more than 3 tips, but now this is just 3 ways to see money into existence. The others are speaking money into existence and then drinking money into existence. So just to continue with the first tip of seeing money into existence, when I go out to grocery stores or the food market, I just see, in my head, what goes on is, wow, I have an abundance of choices, an abundance to select from, and there's an abundance of vendors. And I am so grateful to see this much abundance, because some people don't get to see food, some people don't get to eat every day. Even when I step out of my apartment and I see the sun, the thoughts that go in my head are, wow, I have an abundance of sunlight, an abundance of life force that I feel. So the point of seeing seeing money or abundance into existence is start with seeing it everywhere. It is everywhere. So that's seeing into existence. The second technique is speaking money into existence. So I have been speaking to money from time to time when I need it. And I don't know where I got it from, but I've been practicing it for the past 2 years. But every time I do it, it always works. It's just like all my cells are filled with gratitude, and I get results so much that I can't like keep count of the things that come into my life. So this second tip is speaking money into existence. So I would grab a cash, and this is just Vietnamese money because I'm in Vietnam right now. So I would do this in the morning. I would put cash if I'm feeling low on money or lack of money. I would remind myself by taking some cash, putting it over my heart, like just being present with it, feel it, look at it, and put it over my heart. So your heart is very, very powerful. It helps you manifest a lot faster because it's closer to what you truly want. And so I would speak to it for 30 seconds, filled with gratitude. And so I'm going to demonstrate with you, to you, what it looks like. So I would say, money, thank you so much for being in my life. Thank you so much for this phone that I'm recording this video with. Thank you so much for the microphone that I'm using. Thank you so much for helping me pay my rent. Thank you so much for the food that I get to feed every day. Thank you so much for the shoes that I get to buy, the clothes that I get to wear, for clean water that I get to drink. And thank you so much for everything that you've provided me in the past. My education, my car, the gas to fill up my car, paying for my travel expenses. Thank you so much for being in my life, and I am open to receiving more. So that's how I would end it. I am open to receiving more. And it usually lasts around 30 seconds. And the key is to use your gratitude. So this is a form, this is like prayer. This is answering your own prayers. So when you express gratitude, you're telling the universe, thank you for the presence of money that's been supporting me all my life, all in the past. And so I recognize that money can be in abundance in my future as well, in my presence as well as in the future. So you're answering your own prayers with speaking to money. And with all of the tips or techniques I've given so far, do it for 7 days. On the 7th day, rest and let it go. So you do the work for 7 days straight, and then let the results seep in the next week. And usually when people speak to money, everybody, I've made videos about this live, and all the comments are like, I'm getting results in 24 hours. And so that's how powerful your emotions are, because emotions is energy in motion. And so that's the second tip, is speaking money into existence. The third and last one is drinking money into existence. And so I've talked about this in a video. I will put the link to it in the description and the comment. It is the 2-cup method, where you speak your intentions to the water, which is you're vibrating water. I do it differently now. I don't pour the cups anymore. I do a shorter version. So I just put water into a container, or you can put it in a water bottle, and you just label your intentions. I usually do 4 goals or intentions, because if you do too much, then you're losing focus. So 4 has always been perfect for me. You could just do less or more if you want to, just feel it out. So with this technique, you're vibrating your water. and you are speaking to your water. And this might sound funny, it might sound a little crazy, but nothing is solid. Everything vibrates. There is a frequency to everything. And so even these curtains behind me, they seem like solid and like intact and together, but when you put it in a microscope, there's space between them. There's space between everything. And so everything, to the smallest, is made of vibration or energy or frequency. So you can use those three words. They all mean the same thing. And so if you know about that water experiment, like I'm not gonna bring it up. It's in the video that I created, so which is in the comment. So watch that. So what I do is when I really want something to change, I write down what I want to manifest. And so I will stick, so I'll tell you what I'm doing this now. I just stuck 4 intentions to all 4 sides of this. And when I'm finished, I put my hands over it, or you can just put it in front of you to observe. And I act like it already happened. I use my vision, so I use my imagination, and I use my emotions. Like, what does it feel now that I'll put a couple examples. I put mastery of truth, wisdom, and knowledge. I put great health and self-care. I put great fortune, opportunities. So with each one, I take turns and I rotate, and I feel it out. I imagine it for 30 seconds to a minute. You only need to hold it for 17 seconds. So I just take turns. And so this would usually take me about like 3 or 4 minutes to do, maybe probably less sometimes as well. And so I pretend that it's already happening with all my emotions. And this is also answering your own prayers as well, because you have the power to change your reality. And the power that you ask for help with, it is not separate from you. It is inside of you and all around you. And so with speaking to the water, after you vibrate it, you drink it. So you can drink it the whole day, have the label on for 7 days, and just take off the label on the 7th day and rest. So when you are resting from your 7-day challenge with these techniques, when you let it go, you are demonstrating that you know it's going to happen. And when you let it go, the universe receives it, and you might end up receiving it in an even better way. So that's law of detachment, and it's letting go because you know it's gonna happen. And when you express gratitude, it is already happening. So all these 3 tips, seeing money into existence, speaking money into existence, and drinking money into existence, you are focusing on the presence of money and abundance in your life. And so one more thing I want to talk about money is that it's not just about money. It's not the only thing that makes you happy. And like, let's say you just manifested $1,000 next week. It's not everything. Money's not everything. And what really helps you succeed more with your abundance manifestations is thinking about 1 or 2 people that is going to benefit from your manifestations, such as like, when I receive this much amount of money, I'm going to help my parents pay off their debt, or I'm going to help, the more money I receive, the more I can help other people, give other people opportunities. And also thinking about service. So money is just a shadow. It is just a result of something else. It's a result of service. It's a result of solving other people's problems. And so it's not just about yourself. So when you include a lot more people to your manifestations, it helps you be motivated. It helps you be inspired to keep going with this challenge. And so that is all for my video. After you do this 7-day challenge with choose one of at least one of these techniques, I'd like you to like comment down below your results. I would love to hear it. And I'd love to hear some feedback so I can continue being inspired to figure out, like, discover all the tips and tricks on how to manifest things more easily into your life. And so if you enjoyed this video, feel free to click on the like button, subscribe, and also share this video to spread abundance. So that would be all, and I hope you have a beautiful day. See you next time. Bye.